Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Oh gee, I wonder what happens to Grandma.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
So we start with Grandma walking out into the snow, but we soon find out she's been on the naughty list this year.
Grandpa, we believe.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer, all right. And as incredible as that was...
Is incredible the best adjective to use right there? I mean, like, my uncle one time, he was leaving Thanksgiving dinner, and on his way out, he got hit by a semi. It was amazing!
It almost put an end to Christmas. But...
Grandma's a fucking alcoholic. She didn't spill a single drop of that eggnog.
We go back a couple of days, and in between two buildings that are ready to topple any second now, we see a little store run by Grandma. Pre-Santa hit and run. Grandma is reading to some kids when her grandson, Jake, rushes to her.
And that's me, Jake Spankenheimer.
Cousin Mel is scaring away another customer.
We meet Cousin Mel, a greedy woman who basically hates Christmas and pointing her feet in the right direction.
This store can't get rich selling holiday pastries on credit.
Look around you. We are rich. Life's about being nice to people. Money? I'd say we make enough.
Later that day, Jake is writing his Christmas list to Santa.
Adding to your Christmas wish list? Sisters.
Yeah, what a bitch.
Yeah, I hate her.
You're so reality challenged. Tell her, Mom. Santa Claus is real.
Well, there's no easy answer. Historically, there was a Saint Nick who, with a loving heart, filled children's shoes with gifts of all sorts.
Hey, who wants to put up a tree?
All right, Christmas tree.
I just found out Santa was a lie, but yay, Christmas tree!
You're looking at the new inflatable Christmas tree manufactured by the Cityville Own All Corporation.
But our family always goes out and gets a real tree. Nobody gets a tree anymore. It's not cool.
We had to chop our trees down by hand. Never forget the time I had to use a beaver for a chainsaw.
Last time you told it was a woodpecker.
You used a beaver as a woodpecker?
If you like old-fashioned smells, I'll get my fishing boots.
God damn it, Grandpa!
This is why Mom wants to put you in a home.
The next day, a locked character enters Grandma's store. Turns out it's...
Austin Bucks, CEO of the Cityville Own All Corporation.
Yeah, what he said.
Because every 10-year-old knows the name of a CEO from a big company.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have an extra elf costume I could wear?
I like to roleplay a little bit before making business deals.
No, I did it so you'd listen to my offer to buy your store.
Didn't help. Don't want to listen.
I'll pay a lot of money.
Ka-ching.
You'd be selling to the biggest and the best.
She refuses the offer, however, and Cousin Mel is not happy about it.
Surely you're not gonna let Jake make such a big decision.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
You let my fortune walk out the door. That was my future.
Wait, what was that?
I mean, Jake's future.
Oh, okay, never mind.
If this store were mine, I'd sell it.
Cousin Mel, this store will never be yours. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck you.
Cousin Mel runs 5 feet, then plots something sinister.
After everyone gets home, Jake helps his grandma make some of her famous fruitcake.
The way I see it, you can divide the world into two groups. People who like fruitcake and all the rest of us.
I feel like that goes without saying. Like, if there are people who like fruitcake, the only other people left are literally all the rest of us.
I grabbed the wife and children
And apparently Grandma holds people hostage with her fruitcake.
yearly Christmas nightmare has just come back again. Tougher than
Beef janky?
jerky.
Cousin Mel put cyanide into the fruitcake mix.
Shopping at the store, and with no customers, you'll have to sell, Grandma.
You're gonna have to sell Grandma!
Jake sees this and stops her at once.
What were you saying? I'd have to sell?
Or does jack shit.
Careful, Grandma. Don't drink too much eggnog without your medication.
I can do whatever the fuck I want, you ungrateful piece of...
I've got some mistletoe and holly. Who's gonna help me with the decorating?
Can't. Have to call my boyfriend. Sorry, Grandma. Gotta dash to the
Ooh,
gym.
would love to, but Frank...
The game's just starting on TV.
Well, apparently everyone fucking hates Grandma. Nice.
Good night, Jake.
Nice.
You know, there seems to be a lack of rundown grandmas. If we could fix that soon.
Well, I'm fixing to take these extra cookies and cakes to the volunteers at the Cityville Community Services building.
It's too late to go out now, Grandma.
If I had had some help, I would have been finished hours ago.
You've been drinking too much eggnog.
And we begged her not to
Please,
go.
don't go!
You know, for people who don't want her to leave, they're not trying very hard.
Grandma, come on, Grandma,
don't
stay.
leave.
Come on,
No,
we're
we're begging
begging.
you.
Don't go, it's late.
Besides, I left my
And
medication
she
at the store.
staggered out the door into the snow.
Undone her! I'm blitzing!
Take her old ass out!
So Santa commits vehicular manslaughter in front of Jake, and he hauls ass to get Grandma.
Come on, everyone! Hurry! Grandma got run over by Santa's reindeer.
Jake, close the door and get in here.
What did I tell you about being seen in public?
In case you haven't noticed, Frank, your son suffers from a dreaded affliction.
What affliction?
The Santa Claus is real syndrome. He's got all the symptoms. Writing lists to Santa, checking them twice, good behavior, falling asleep before midnight. I figure he gets it from his grandma.
I feel like just saying he believes in Santa Claus kind of sums up the whole syndrome. No?
You saw what happened, didn't you, Grandpa?
I'm sorry. Were you talking to me? I was too busy watching Grandma get run over by a reindeer-drawn sleigh.
It was a good hit.
What a sight! Sleigh come out of nowhere. Grandma turns her head into the snow. Sleigh vanishes. Like the ghost of Christmas past.
They check outside and don't see Grandma, so Dad does the easy thing and calls 333 and asks the police to come out.
That's right, officer. Missing. Hit by Santa's sleigh. Yes, we've been drinking eggnog. They'll be out first thing in the morning.
Do the police normally wait until the morning when they hear about a hit-and-run accident?
911, what's your emergency? Someone's been stabbed? Well, have you been drinking? Well, then you guys can wait until the morning before we come and check it out. Jeez. Who gets stabbed when drinking?
Sorry, son. Impossible. Right here in the manual. There's no such thing as Santa Claus.
It's 2.
Oh, well, fuck me. Looks like you're the cop now, Mr. No Grandma.
Okay, we've got some reindeer hoof prints and sleigh tread marks leading to...
Oh, yeah! What appears to be an impression of a person in the snow. Look there. Oh, what do you make of this?
Offhand, I'd say that's animal hair, reindeer, 15 hands high, 12-point buck. By the markings, a sleigh puller, powerful, capable of flight, age unknown, one of a team of 8. But it's just a guess.
Better get looking for the old Brad.
So a search is set out for Grandma, but nothing turns up. And during that time, the sister appears to have taken one too many visits to Hot Topic.
So Austin Bucks comes back to the store to make another deal.
Did anyone ever tell you you're very good looking for a man with deep pockets?
I'm just touching myself.
But Cousin Mel needs Grandpa to sign the deed over to her so she can sell the store.
I'm sure I could get Grandpa to agree. You've been so depressed since Grandma disappeared.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for reminding me.
I'll cure your sorrow. We'll spruce up the store, order new merchandise, hire a baker. It's right here in these papers. All you have to do is sign.
Sing?
No, sign.
Sure.
So sign.
I'd rather sing.
Grandma spending Christmas with the superstars.
I guess when Grandpa says he's gonna sing, he's gonna fucking sing.
The mistletoe with Elvis. He's been consoling her because she's missing Gramps. Then Elvis offers her the keys to a new Cadillac. Well, and a couple of sheets of Elvis postage stamps.
He's literally singing about his dead wife bunging Elvis in heaven.
After whatever the hell that was, Grandpa signs the store over to Cousin Mel. The next day, the family find out that Mel has sold the store to Austin Bucks.
Grandpa, how could you do that?
Fuck you, Grandpa!
I've gotta stop her.
Jake! Nice stop.
Please don't buy Grandma's store.
Too late, kid.
Who are you?
Cousin Mel's attorney. I am Slime.
You said it, not me.
Now, Austin, darling, why don't we go somewhat romantic and consummate this deal?
Jake, leave the room. Now!
If you really believe Grandma was run over by Santa's reindeer, then find him. He should know where Grandma is.
Okay, I will.
Wait. So you could have talked to Santa this whole time, and it took you 9 months to actually try.
To Santa Claus at SantaClausIsReal.com.
Stupid ass movie. Everyone knows it's a .org, not a .com.
Send.
You've got email.
So Jake sends an email fax to the North Pole, and it turns out Santa is in fact real.
So I've always wondered this. In movies where Santa Claus does exist, how are there adults justify not believing in him? Because when your kid gets a gift you know you didn't get them, wouldn't you start being concerned when shit just shows up at your house?
Also, there's a website that links directly to the North Pole. So you can send an email to the North Pole and it doesn't get deleted. Like, how has nobody traced it back to the North Pole and found out where Santa lives?
None! Not a single letter from Cityville! It's as if they're too busy with their prefabricated, mass-produced lives to need me anymore!
Santa gets pretty upset that there's no letters from Cityville. In September...
Careful, Royce!
That's my favorite dolly!
Ho, ho, ho! The mystery of Grandma X is solved. Grandma Spankenheimer? Grandma Spankenheimer?
What? I'm awake and I'm looking at you. What do you want?
Spankenheimer? Nope, never met her. But you might ask one of those short fellers.
Classic case of amnesia. Can't remember a thing.
Wait, so she's been there for 9 months and he's just now finding out that she has amnesia?
Also, how does he not know who she is? He's Santa. He literally knows everybody.
Email or reply immediately.
I have a better idea.
I really hate to do this.
Call off the hound. Shh, none of him.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hi, I'm Quincy, Santa's elf. Top elf, to be exact. I fly right seat on the sleigh. The man in the red suit doesn't make a move without consulting me first.
You're an elf.
I just told you that Santa doesn't make a move without my say-so. But yeah, I guess I'm just a fucking elf.
I came to ask a question. Would you like to find your grandma?
Could you back up a little, please? I'm starting to think you're not totally an elf.
Grandpa, I'm going to the North Pole to find Grandma.
Fine. Thanks for telling me.
Quincy takes Jake to the North Pole where he meets Santa Claus.
You better have a good reason why you broke elf code and brought a human here.
To be fair, the last person you brought here, you hit with your sleigh. So I think Quincy gets a pass on this one.
thought you'd like to meet Jake Spankenheimer.
The Jake Spankenheimer? It's nice to finally meet someone from Cityville who still believes in me.
Jake finally reunites with his grandma, but she still has no idea who he is. Jake tells Santa that they have to get Grandma home so she can get the store back. As they get to Cityville, Cousin Mel and Slime are somehow the only people who see Santa.
It's Grandma. She's supposed to be missing.
Oh, this ruins everything. Mr. Bucks will call off the deal. There goes your fortune and my 50%.
I've got an idea. You just make sure Grandma stays missing.
Santa goes into the building to talk to Austin Bucks, and Jake follows, even though he really doesn't have to, but we still need this movie to go on for another 16 minutes. Slime uses her Mr. Fantastic powers to unlatch the reindeer and distract Quincy. Then Slime re-kidnaps Grandma.
Grandma Spankenheimer? Yes, they sent me down to get you. Now, if you'll just follow me.
Sure, sweetie.
And, you would be?
Santa Claus! You know, ho, ho, ho!
Oh!
Santa!
I knew you reminded me of someone.
Amazing! Unbelievable.
I'm sorry. I had to chase the reindeer. I was gone for a minute. She wandered off.
Who?
Who do you think who? Literally the only person you came with not in the room.
Since Grandma is nowhere to be found, and the man in the red suit here admitted he ran over her, I demand that you have Santa arrested for the disappearance of Grandma.
No!
Santa in jail? Also, Santa Claus is an actual thing!
Santa Claus must be worth a fortune. Considering he supplies gifts to everyone in the world, that's 2.5 billion times... Woof.
Woof!
Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa. That's what Grandpa's gonna do. No pants alone now. Santa's going for a ride. Santa's going for a ride. Santa's going for a ride. Vamonos.
Where'd you get this?
I don't know! A few months pass, and Santa is finally put on trial.
Find Grandma. Again.
Maybe she didn't wander off. But everyone loves Grandma. Who would do such a thing?
Cousin Mel! It turns out Cousin Mel has been keeping Grandma hidden away at some cabin in the woods.
Won't be too much longer, Grandma. The jury is about to find your friend in the red suit guilty.
Hello, inside.
Who can that be way out here?
That's not even a peephole. That's literally a hole in the door. Jake, Quincy, and Doofus break into the cabin and rescue Grandma. Jake finds Mel's cyanide and actual evidence that she just left out willy-nilly to be found. Jake then takes Grandma back home and they make her famous fruitcake.
Jake, what am I doing here?
Grandma, you remember?
Well, that was easier than I expected.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
No.
Santa is innocent.
I'm Grandma, and I'm not missing. I'm right here.
That woman is a fraud.
Honey bunches!
Order in the cart! Since Grandma isn't missing, I hereby rule that Santa Claus is innocent of causing her disappearance.
Just because she's here doesn't mean he still didn't take her. Like, he kinda is responsible for her disappearing.
If you and the jury would taste this fruitcake. This one was made by Grandma using her special ingredients. Taste it, and then compare it to the pieces of cake found at the scene of the alleged crime.
Wait. I thought the whole running joke was everyone hated the fruitcake. Now everyone loves it.
Now taste state's evidence number 12, found where Grandma disappeared.
Well, unless they have the vial from the night that Grandma got hit,
the whole fruitcake argument wouldn't even hold up because there's no way to prove what was in Mel's vial or that she even poisoned the original fruitcake.
You see, Your Honor, it had the effect of reindeer nip. That's why the reindeer knocked over Grandma.
I couldn't control myself.
Oh, you think that's funny? Reindeer nip addiction some kind of joke to you? Well, me and my friend, we were hooked on that stuff, and I lost everything, and he's fucking dead. So, haha, sure is funny.
All right, I admit it. Yes, I did it. I hid the note. And I made Grandpa sign over his rights to the store.
And
I'm behind this evil trial. And I hate the goody-goody feelings of Christmas.
Apparently Jake is the world's best interrogator. All he fucking said was and.
Santa Claus, you are hereby found innocent of all charges. You are free to go.
oh yeah!
After everything Jake has gone through, do you really think I'm gonna sell?
I don't want to buy it. I want to franchise it. Open Spangenheimer general stores all over the country. And I want you to be in charge.
Okay, so the whole conflict of this story could have been resolved if Bucks just said, hey, let's franchise it instead of outright buying it.
So, Jake, what do you want for Christmas?
Nothing. I already got the best Christmas gift ever.
On Donner, on Blitzen, on Cupid, on the rest of ya.
Fuck you too, fat ass. I left out one more thing.
Not that one. It's Cousin Mel's.
Waha!
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh no! Reindeer nip! Not again!
She'd been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged her not to go. But she forgot her medication, and she staggered out the door into the snow. When we found